have in line, you want to be at least 3/4, or if you can be even more than that, it's better. But first you put the rope through over here.
Okay.
And then you got it pulled like this.
All right.
And then you make a loop. See, I got a circle right there.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna come under that circle like that.
All right.
And I'm making an inner circle within that. Then I'll fold that in half and I pull it through that inner circle. And I'll tighten that up. And then I'll slip it up where I got all the slack out.
All right.
Then depending on what casket you have, you got the different hardware. So you want to see, this is birdie hard, so I'm going to put it right here underneath that hardware where it's not pressing on that hardware.
Okay.
Usually if you keep it pretty tight, it'll stay right there. You got it tight. I usually come with a little bit in from under here, probably about a hand length in, or less than a hand length, and you kind of get an alligator grip, and just like an alligator mouth right here.
All right.
And just grip that rope with that, and then you roll your hand over, and you got a loop right there.
Okay.
And then you take that rope and put it through. You kind of fold it up, put it through right there, and now you went through that hole, and then you let your hand go and pull that tight.
All right.
And you got a little slip knot. If you want to take a slip knot out, all you do is pull on that and it pops right out.
All right.
So you do that. I don't like it too big. And now what I always do to make sure there's not too much pressure on this knot and where it doesn't get too tight, I usually fold my rope up again and go through that loop and make another loop. So I got 2 loops there.
Okay.
And I try to pull it where that knot is past the top of that hardware, so that knot's not pressing on that hardware.
All right.
So I got this. I'll take the end of the rope, and again I'm putting it about 3/4 away behind the casket front.
Okay.
And I got this. I'll take my end, put it through my second loop, and pull it tight. You want it tight, snug. You need to be wary. Depending on the hardware, you might have it wrapped around the hardware, so you don't want to get too snug where it breaks that hardware. All right. See, my loop is pretty big now, so I'm going to take this back rope and pull on it and tighten my loop up. Still keeping it tight. I put my thumb on the end part to hold that loop in place. And then I'm kind of make this larger loop up top, and I'll go over the rope and then under the rope, and I'll have like a little loop of rope right here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up with it, and I'll tighten that knot up close there. Now you want it about that tight where you can pop it.
Okay.
And now you want to be aware where you put this rope. You don't want the slack laying out here, because sometimes that might get caught on something and undo your rope.
All right.
So you have all this slack over here, so you just take this and come around here and just tie that slack up. You don't have to worry about it. And once you want to take it off, you take the tail end of this rope, pull it out, and then you want to get your loops out. You just pull your loop out, and then you take your casket on.
Oh, that's perfect.